Ooh, hello. Somebody just I returned to Facebook for the first time in like a year, just trying to get things out of the door. People are actually potentially interested. Unfortunately, I put it in my Buy Nothing group from Woodside and I got removed, I guess because I violated the terms since it's supposed to be hyper local to Woodside. Oops, I'm sorry. Um, Welcome to Saturday night. I don't know how many of you, well, there's 30 of you. I don't know how many of you caught the afternoon live, but Aaron got some Thai food and there were some vegetables in there. And I was like, wow, vegetables. Vegetables taste so good. Vegetables are amazing. I want more vegetables. So I went to Key Food, um, and all the fucking produce was expensive as fuck. Like iceberg lettuce was $3.49. Napa cabbage was $1.29 per pound. A pound of non-organic carrots were $1.19. I'm like, why is mom's neighborhood so shittily lonely and expensive? Um, or is it just inflation? Because then I went to the frozen aisle and I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get some frozen veggies because frozen veggies are often on sale for like $1 a pound or like $1.25 a pound. Nothing was on sale. So I ended up getting a package of frozen spinach for $1.25. There were some sweet potatoes, as you see in the thumbnail, for 59 cents a pound. So I got one sweet potato, and I was thinking I could fry the sweet potato when we're frying the shrimp chips. However, I realized that I put all of the knives and utensils, except for a fork and some chopsticks, back in Woodside. So I have no knives to cut anything with. And I also just realized that I don't have any pots. I only have that little metal bowl that we've been using to fry the shrimp chips in. So I was like, damn, wet spinach into frying oil is going to make a fucking mess. Let's not do that. So I was thinking we could potentially use the water boiler, the electric water heater, to cook the spinach, or at least to defrost it. So we'll see. But let me get back to this person who wants a transfer chair. Um, oh, she's asking her husband. Okay. Well, until that happens, we're going to put conditioner in my hair. Key food is so expensive. Yes, water boiler is a kettle. That is correct. I'm sorry. I'm still in that like very Chinese frame of mind where it's like you boil the water in it, hence it is called a water boiler. But no, it must be called a kettle. Why? I don't know. I didn't put conditioner in while in the shower because I took the conditioner back to mom's. So I'm just gonna put in some leave-in conditioner. This leave-in conditioner is not very good. It does not actually feel like my hair is conditioned, unfortunately. What is Mei Go Yen? What is that? You guys can't tell where I am? Why can't you tell where I am? Hi, Canada. Okay, a lot of hair just came off, so I'm gonna put it in the trash. Hola. Okay. Also, the inspector came yesterday and he flipped a switch on one of the heaters downstairs in the boiler room, and I literally have no idea which he hit. But even though I have the heat turned off, this house is currently being heated and I'm freaking out because it feels too warm and I'm very scared that I'm gonna end up with like a ginormous heat bill. So I'm gonna text him tomorrow morning and be like, yo dude, which one did you hit? Because I'm gonna hit it back because I don't wanna end up paying $300, $400 in heating in an unoccupied house. Ooh, someone's interested in the futon. Yes, commode. Yes. Are you able to pick up tomorrow? Oh my God, look at this. Facebook. Facebook still has its uses. Who knew? Thanks so much for your offer post in our Buy Nothing Woodside. Sorry, I'm very distracted, but it's not a marketplace. It is just like a free stuff in New York City place. Let's see. How come Facebook only lets you put, am I just a boomer? No. It only lets you, oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry, I figured out technology. Yes, I will definitely be leaving some heat on, but I don't want it on all the time. When I came in from outside, the place felt warm, like apartment warm, which is not good because I don't need it that warm. I just need it not freezing. So, hello, Brayden. I'm gonna put my wet towel downstairs and I'm gonna transfer you all to the kitchen. That way we can start cooking. Yes, yes. Perfect. Okay. We are here and we are ready to rock and roll. So on the menu tonight, I'm gonna eat some of those canned sardines that mom has in the fridge. I'm gonna try to cook our sweet potatoes in the frying oil, and we're gonna try to boil some of this frozen spinach. So, $1.25. These used to be $1. These used to be 10 for 10. Now it's $1.25. And this was also the cheapest thing that I could find in all of Key Food for vegetables. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. Okay, first things first, I have the strainer, which is quite handy because we're gonna try to defrost some of the spinach, which is still currently very frozen. We're gonna try to defrost it under cold running water. That's not gonna work. Sorry. It's kind of working, but I also feel like I'm wasting a lot of water. So we might just go ahead and try to break it up into chunks and put it in our kettle. This shirt was given to me by Daddy Hurst. It was a gift to us when we were onboarded as full-time employees. It remains probably my favorite thing I've ever gotten from Hurst. So I'm just gonna chunk it, plop it into our water kettle. And I'm gonna try to put in enough water in there so that none of this leaf burns. And we're just gonna boil this shit. Okay, it's in. We're gonna heat it. We'll see if anything catches on fire. I'm also gonna wash our sweet potato. Yes, the faucet started leaking again today. Again, I don't know why. I don't know why. So yeah, I do think that when the weather is warmer, the faucet is not drippy. Yams and sweet potatoes are the same thing in colloquial speak, but scientifically speaking, yams are not the same. We're gonna heat up our oil. Oh, right, I need a match. Say hi to Mom. She'll be joining us for the cooking portion. So yesterday, when we started, the oil was too hot and it burned. And then towards the end, I lowered it and the oil wasn't hot enough. And the chips were still crisp, but they weren't like crispy. So we're gonna try to make it just right today. Keep the heat on a medium. Wait patiently. And in the meantime, the only peeler that I have, the only knife is this peeler. So that's all I have. So I guess we'll peel our chips somehow. You know, not like I know what I'm doing, but I'm actually going to peel it on here so that it can wick away some of the moisture. Oh, you know what? I just realized this is going to be extremely hard to fish out with chopstick. But I do not have any other thing with which to fish out fried stuff with. This could be a shit show, but don't worry. This sweet potato was only like 20 something cents. It was actually really, really fascinating because I paid in all coins today because mom had all those coins. And she was like, oh my God, thank God. We're so short on dimes. So I paid for my stuff in coins. She thanked me for paying with coins because she needed them. I left the store and I was like, hold up. Why don't I just make change for her? So I went back and I was like, would you like to give me dollar bills in exchange for these coins? And she spoke to her manager and her manager was like, yes. So I basically went to the bank at T-Food and exchanged $5 worth of coins, mostly quarters, but quarters are still better than nothing, I guess. Right, doesn't Coinstar take a proportion? You're right, I forgot about the oil. I forgot how small of an amount this oil is. Guess I should get my chopsticks ready. I never seem to get these things ready. I think these are gonna taste pretty good, but we'll see. We need to get ready to sprinkle some salt on top, huh? Okay. Wow, you can't live anywhere, can you? Now you can't see anything. Ugh. God, streaming here is hard. Sorry. Let's get our salt. I think definitely dropping all of these in was not a good idea because I think it might have lowered the oil temperature a little too much, but we'll see. Frying is easy. It's basically as easy as boiling. You are using the same mechanisms. You're basically heating up the water molecules in the things that you're frying. You're just using a different medium. This one makes things tastier than water does. Definitely fucked up the temperature here. It's okay. We'll redeem ourselves on the next and final batch, probably. I can start to feel the chips get a little bit hard when they're ready. That probably means that most of the moisture has cooked out. I'm just gonna go look for a little more color on these. We could do a double fry if you want. Sure. But I don't think double frying chips really do much. I think for sure one at a time works really well. These don't have as much color as the first batch. I think probably because I didn't fry them at hot enough of a temperature. getting tired, so we're going to set you down. We're going to continue peeling the rest of this potato. This is the best peeler if you're a chef. All the chefs use this peeler. I gave this peeler to my mom. I'm not sure she ever used it, but there it is. It makes really thick peels. If you want skinny peels, you gotta go for the Japanese peelers in the restaurant supply shops. Snow in New York? Damn, winter came around like so fast. Hail today, snow tomorrow. Okay, I hear the noise dying, which means it's ready. Let's separate these. Once you hear the noise die, that means they're ready, okay? Turn the heat really low. We're gonna put in some, oops. Now, because of all the little floating crumbs that have collected from bits of the potato skin and the inevitable shrimp chip crumbs, I'm probably gonna cool off the oil today and dump it. I still have half a bottle left if we want to fry anything else in the coming days, but chances are I probably won't be cooking that much anymore, so. I don't have any pepper anymore, unfortunately. No other spices except MSG. I have mysterious meat sauce. Alright, we're getting down to the wire here. This is when you start risking fingers. You have to decide, is this worth it? Most of the time it's not worth it. Oh yeah, the kettle. Oh, it's not plugged in. Fuck. That was hilarious. Sorry guys. It was not plugged in the whole time. I'm not making a spinach cheese dip, guys. I'm not a dip girl, okay? I'm gonna throw these 2 fat ends in. Have a good meeting, Eliza. The skins are gonna be like the Kettle Crunch chip. It's just salt. Just pure salt. Is this camera work making you guys dizzy? So it's boiling. You can see the water's boiling, but the kettle's like, wait, she's not ready. She's definitely not ready, but she's boiling. Look at that steam. It's probably not good for the cabinets to get steamed, huh? Smells like spinach. Oh, it just popped. It's up. It's ready. Okay, I think it's shrimp chip time. See? Oh, fuck. I still have sweet potatoes I didn't fry yet. Whoops. We're not quite done. I only have like a few green ones left. Not very many. All right, last batch of sweets. Green is just as crunchy and delicious as any other color. Healthier? What is this word healthy? What is this word healthy? Oh my god, we have spinach soup. Shall we look at our spinach soup? Wow, it really is spinach. Hold on, you know what I'm gonna do? There's too much water in there, obviously, because the spinach gave off water and then I put in a lot more water. So I'm gonna open the lid and I'm just gonna turn it on again. I'm gonna have it boil off some of that water. And then we have spinach soup. Yes, this oil is already reused oil. This oil was first used yesterday for our shrimp chips. The floor is quaking. The kettle is rocking back and forth. I can feel it through my feet. All right. No noise here, no bubbles. It means it is ready. We fish it out. That is it for our chip. We made a lot. Oh, that oil is not hot enough. Damn, that batch is not going to be crispy. Well, it is going to be crispy, but it's not going to be as crispy. I'm sad about that. I shouldn't have been so hubris-filled and gone in with 6 instead of 1. Should have tested the oil first. It's okay. Live and learn. Let's put some more MSG on these today, yes? Can't hurt. These are funner anyway when you just fry one at a time. I know we need more colored ones, but, you know, they're rare. The colored ones are rare, okay? Okay, I think our spinach soup is done. I'm gonna let it calm down. That's the noise we're looking for. Yes. I wonder also if they might be called shrimp or lobster chips, because you know how shrimp kind of curl up when they cook? Maybe that's why. Maybe it's not the flavor. Maybe it's more of like how their shape changes when they hit heat. mean, if you make them right, that's how fast they're supposed to bloom. I made them wrong. Also, my right arm is very sore. Three more, guys. All right, it's a twofer. That's it. Eat off. Oops. This one got a little burnt. You must be quick. Well, I hope you enjoyed our little fry session. That was fun. Huh? I thought it was fun at least. We're gonna have a feast, y'all. We're gonna have a fucking feast. Okay? Can opener. Can. Need a level surface. Oh, very liquidy. This tomato sauce is so liquidy. I've never had such liquidy tomato sauce before in sardines. What? They're usually like saucier, no? These are not expired, correct? They were manufactured in 2020 and they expired in 2024. Ow. I miss my OXO can opener. Fuck. Man, I hate it when a can opener depresses the edge and then doesn't unseal it. OXO, sponsor me, please. Okay. That gave my hand a workout. So apparently there are 8 servings in this container, but there's really only 3 fillets, and each serving is 80 calories, which means this entire can, if I finish it tonight, which I will, is 640 calories, and each serving is 4% sodium, so that means there's 32% of my daily intake of sodium, and there's over 100% of my daily intake of cholesterol. Oh well. Protein. Y'all, protein. Amazing. Wow. I'm living the life. Of course there are bones. The sink is leaking with urgency. There's a bone right there. Do you see it? A lot of bones. I can't taste salt anymore. I don't know why, but everything that Aaron says is too salty tastes fine to me. Why are so many of you saying you don't like fish? What's wrong with fish? Yo, microplastics are everywhere, guys. It's not like you're gonna escape it just by not eating fish. Right? It's literally just water and spinach, y'all. That's my spinach soup, okay? We could put in a little sesame oil. And we could put in a little vinegar. Can't do that one-handed. MSG, you say? Okay. Balsamic. I've never done steamed fish. Just because I'm Chinese doesn't mean I know how to make all the classics. Unfortunately. My hands are burning. Mmm. Mm. I didn't throw away all the sauce, but I don't like liquidy sauce. There is still a good amount in here, don't worry. But you see how it's like literally soup? It's not very appetizing to me. Favorite hot dog topping used to be relish, then it was ketchup, and I haven't had a hot dog in so many years. I think I actually really like chopped onions on mine now. It's a Daddy Hearst shirt. A lot of the onions I have on hot dogs aren't raw though, they kind of taste semi-cooked. Yeah, they're kind of steamed, I think. Honest to God, one of the jankiest meals I've ever had. Truly. Truly janky. Most of the spinach is still in the cooker. Ay, vey. Drip doesn't bother me anymore. Does it bother you? The pace of this drip right now reminds me of like in Chinese TV shows when they show Buddhist monks knocking on their little, I don't even know what you call it, but they knock on this thing while they meditate. It's like at this pace. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It might be a movie, yeah, I don't know what it... This is very big. That's how big this is. It runs about the length of my palm. Can any of you actually swallow your fist? I mean, not swallow, but can any of you actually put your fist inside your mouth? I honestly think I could have a career as a mukbanger. You know? Mom's gonna eat with us. So I ran out of the incense sticks, but I did find a candle. And Mom had so many of these little royal pudding jars. I don't know why, but she had them. So I think we're just gonna light a candle. Eat by candlelight. This, unfortunately, isn't quite a white candle. It's blue. It's like a light blue one. Did you take vitamins today, guys? I didn't take my C yet. Hi, Mom. Sorry there's so much crap on your table. Including this very dehydrated nub of ginger. Mom would always tell me not to scrape the can. She thinks there's something toxic in the can that gets exposed even more. This table's not big enough for us. I feel like this is an accident waiting to happen. What do you think is gonna be the first person to do a meal cooked in a water kettle challenge? I found a whole bunch of quart containers underneath the kitchen sink today, and I threw most of them out because it was recycling day. But I kept 3 just in case we needed them for whatever, and now we do, because I don't think I can finish all these chips. I'm already starting to get like acid reflux, because old age is not fun. This one looks good though. This is the potato skin. Watch these be so sad when we eat them tomorrow. Whose birthday is it? Whose birthday is it? Muffin Top? Happy birthday. birthday, all of you. '16th birthday. You're so young. Wow, some of these are so salty. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Happy 38th. Man, I really wish you guys could see the candle. It's beautiful. There you go. You can see it. Okay, I'm gonna pull up your chat. It is a gradient in real life too. I feel somehow so unhealthy and so healthy with this meal. We just got like fish and spinach in one bowl and then fries on the other. How many birthdays do we have? Sorry, I'm responding to Facebook people. People want the bed. It would make my dreams come true if people actually want the bed. Cue the Hall & Oates song. More acid for acid reflux? That's strange. Yeah, the twin bed with the storage underneath. I'm so surprised that nobody wants it. It was very good for me. That was basically my childhood bed. So I would hate to see it trashed. I would really want to see it go to a home. No, not the Maneater song. There's other Hall & Oates song, one of which begins with a excellent digital keyboard intro. I think these are fermented black beans. They're very salty. I think everyone is very discouraged by my location. They start ghosting me when I give them my area. It is quite a trip out here, unfortunately. I did ask Joanna about the bed. I don't think she was interested. It was right in the living room when she was here yesterday. It wouldn't have fit in her car anyway. Here's the other piece. It's still kind of soft and mushy in the middle. My favorite. Everybody is so surprised if they're not from New York City, if they're not from Queens. They're always so surprised at how big Queens is. I would choose to live in Queens forever if I had to choose between the 5 boroughs. I am left-handed. Kew Gardens is a little bit north of here. I basically went to high school halfway point between Kew Gardens and Flushing. I love Astoria too. I don't know if I want to live in Astoria though. Elmhurst is amazing. Elmhurst has a lot of good food. The real estate is relatively affordable there, relative to New York. Really convenient, very family friendly. I was gonna read you guys a dinner time story, but I have nothing else to read in this house anymore. I took everything away. If you put MSG on shrimp chips, they taste even more shrimpy, which makes sense because MSG is present in a lot of sea products. Central Park is in Manhattan, Linda. Oh my god. Can we not do ghost stories right now, please? I will freak a flip. Did I see anything interesting on my journey to Mom's tonight? I did actually. I was in Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue, 74th Street stop in the subway. And this black dude was selling candy, as a lot of high schoolers, they just have a box of like M&Ms or candy bars or whatever, and they're always like, I'm trying to keep myself out of trouble. Would you like to buy some of these candies from me? I believe his price was 3 for $5. Yep. 3 for $5, I think. And he was just going down the platform, being really nice, asking one by one every single person. And I think a nice lady actually bought some from him. And then he basically disappeared from my section of the platform for a couple of minutes. And after a while, I just hear like two people bickering, and one of them was the kid who was selling the candy. He wasn't quite a kid. He was like, I mean, I can't really gauge age, but I would say he was in his 20s. I don't know though. And he was bickering with a black lady who I think was telling him off. Excuse me, sardine burps. And she was, from what I could gather, because they started walking towards my end of the platform as they were arguing, she was basically saying she didn't want to buy it. And then he was saying something to her like, well, you have those Nikes on your feet. Those are rich people shoes. And why wouldn't you want to help the poor get richer? You just want to help the rich get richer. And they were just like fighting on the subway platform. And I was like, damn, they really got the working class fighting against each other. Just because she has a pair of Nikes on doesn't mean that she's loaded and or working for the rich man, you know? It's just like, poor people can have nice things too. Like, I was just like, this is the wrong argument. But obviously I wasn't gonna butt in. She got really offended. He got really fired up, and I was like, damn, I didn't miss this part of New York City. During the pandemic, staying home, I got to like miss out on all of these transactional exchanges, and it was just really jarring to see that happen. But it really did make me think, like, that's the thing that we think about when we think about class, is like, oh, you have something nice, you must be rich. When you go to China, a lot of Chinese people assume that if you're American and, you know, if you're white and you look American or you look foreign or you look Western or you look European, whatever, you must be rich, right? Like, if you're white, you must be rich. If you come from America, you must be well off. Like, there's a lot of those assumptions flying around. I just feel like it's really strange for us to be like, you have nice things? What are you, on the side of the man? The capital M man? I do always wonder how they can make any money from just selling candy, though. You can't make a lot of money. Oh. Sorry, I had a senior moment. Went down the wrong pipe. I used to get so pissed at my parents whenever they would choke on food. I would be like, this again? Why are you so old? Does anyone remember the OG days of YouTube? Does anyone remember the fiasco of Lonely Girl? Let me Google it. What was her name? Does anybody remember her actual channel name? Lonely Girl 15. She has a Wikipedia page. Web series released on YouTube June 16, 2006 to August 1st, 2008. Initially presented as an authentic video diary, it gained wide media attention in September 2006 when the show was revealed to be fictional. I've been thinking about that a lot because I'm like, wow, these lives, they could be fictional. What if I concocted the death of my mother for this? For Lonely Girl 15, the plot began with the mundane life of a teenage girl. The narrative became increasingly bizarre, portraying her dealings with secret occult practices within her family, including the mysterious disappearance of her parents and a secret ceremony prescribed by leaders of the cult. The series was created by Mesh Finders, a screenwriter and filmmaker from Marin County, California, Miles Beckett, a surgical residency dropout turned filmmaker, and George Goodfried, or Gottfried, a former attorney with Mitchell Silverberg and Nup LLP. Nobody remembers Lonely Girl 15? How old am I? I feel so old. Tell us what the signs of a psychopath are. You're right, I would never put in this much effort into anything in my life. Never. I'm 32 this year. Maybe you guys just weren't into YouTube then if we're the same age and you don't know about Lonely Girl. That was like the biggest scandal ever that year. Everybody was freaking out. All the news headlines were featuring the expose on the reality of the show. I would say this was a very fulfilling meal. What did everyone else eat today? What's in your grits, Linda? Okay, gotta wash dishes now. Sad. Oh my God, Ritz. I would kill 2 baby roaches for a bag of Ritz. I think I snorted some spinach up my nose earlier. Excuse me. Oh, that's a weird feeling. Okay. Oil is now cool, so conveniently, Mom kept this nearly empty vegetable oil. We're just gonna dump it in here. This is the best way I found to dispose of cooking oil. Fortunately, it's not very environmentally friendly, but you don't want to dump vegetable oil down your sink. It'll solidify, especially in the winter, cause a big mess. You just don't want to dump it down your drain ever. You can do it directly in a garbage bag, but it might leak. So the best way to do it is into a closed container and then dispose of the container. I use my fry oil up to 3 times, depending on what I fry. The problem with frying oil is that the food particles that burn in the oil is what makes that oil carcinogenic. So the more particles you have in there and the more refried they get, the more burny your oil tastes and the more free radicals in your body once you eat that shit. So it's probably not good to use beyond a few, you know, just a couple times. And the best way to wash pots with frying oil in them is to drain the oil off and then to wipe it with a paper towel of some sort. Because if you're just trying to wash oil away, your sponge is going to get disgusting, your sink is going to get disgusting. You basically want to wick away as much oil as you can off the surface of it before you start washing it. Why would YouTube get rid of the dislike button? Why would they do that? That's dumb. I want to have haters. What's wrong with haters? Truly, it would not be the full internet experience if we didn't have haters. Hey, I'll take the hate watching. I'm fascinated by that. You want to hate watch? Go right ahead, baby. Thank you. Hi, Malaysia. The Linda Lindas. I would listen to that. I would listen to that band. Next time somebody asks me what my favorite kitchen tool is, I'm gonna tell them a metal scrubby. Shit can clean anything. I don't have any non-stick pans, so that won't be an issue for me. Yes, they do tear up your fingers, which is why you should wear gloves. Don't do like I did. Don't be June. Okay, what else shall we eat now? I have gloves. Look. I just don't use them because I'm lazy. There we go. It's a little too bright. Should we eat stinky cheese? Let's eat stinky cheese. It is really stinking up my fridge. Like really bad. Oh, that doesn't work. How about this? That doesn't work. How about this? There we go. The viewer gave me this yesterday. It's a fancy Vermont Creamery bijou. It is a cheese, goat cheese. I don't know what croton means, but it sounds fancy. It smells so bad. Every time I open my fridge, it sounds like a few bugs died in there 20,000 years ago. And we just unearthed them. Pasteurized cultured goat's milk. Thank you so much for the food gift. We are gonna be eating cheese with chopsticks. Oh my god, it smells so bad. Smells so bad. It looks a little bit like moldy mold. It really looks a little bit like moldy mold. It's very textured and fuzzy on the surface. Very soft and ripe. I'm pretty sure this is the type of cheese that you should be letting come to room temperature. Some of you are dying in the comments. Okay. Okay. This smells like mushroom. Smells like mushroom. Guys, it smells like good cheese. Come on, you've had a good ripe French cheese. It smells like that. Calm down. It's edible. Why do you think eating cheese is gonna get me sick? I do need Ritz though. This is goat. I love it. It is so fucking rich and flavorful. It's not a fur coat, guys. It's like peach fuzz on a virgin's cheek on a 72-degree day in July, underneath the leaves of a tree billowing in the breeze, the grass underfoot soft and fragrant. Come on, you know that peach fuzz. It's the kind that you want to kiss and like caress with your lips, like, you know? Oh yeah, I have jam. Should I eat it with jam? I definitely do have jam somewhere. I don't like sweet cheese though. I gotta say, this cheese is a little bit salty. I don't think I'm gonna dig the sweet vibes. If you like brie, you're gonna love this. If you like goat cheese and you like brie, you're gonna love this. This is more brie than goat cheese because it's not quite as gamey as straight goat cheese, but it's got that nice kind of melty, jelly-like center, the way brie has. It kind of smears all across your tongue like the most delicious royal cream cheese ever. I don't have an apple. I'm sorry. You know what it would go good with? Our chips. The chips are so slick with oil, the cheese is not sticking to them. Fred was featured today on a previous stream. Ooh! Guys, that cheese makes that MSG on the chips pop. Wow. Today I learned that if you combine 2 or more sources of MSG, you quadruple the effect. It almost, when you double whammy the MSG source, it almost feels like walking past someone with really good cologne on. You know those that kind of just like grace your face and then sneaks in through your nostrils but doesn't inflame them with cheapness? It just you kind of like just breathe it in and then it fills your head a little bit and you're like, wow, who was that? I want their number. But also maybe just for them to look at me. Stay here Tuesday night, but I don't think I'm gonna stay here tomorrow. I think I would just like to be in Woodside one day. I've been here too long. How many nights have I stayed here consecutively? I haven't been back for a Woodside night in a few days, huh? In quite a few days. I think, so here's the thing. Any cheese that I like, Aaron will approve of, but he wouldn't love it. And any cheese that I don't like, more likely than not, Aaron will love it. I thought I was gonna save these strips, but maybe not. So Aaron likes the kind of sharp, crumbly cheese that develops that kind of salt crystal. So a really aged cheddar, Parmesan, he loves those. The brand of the vegetable peeler. I never learned how to pronounce this. Kuhn Rikon. It's a Swiss brand. It's spelled Kuhn space Rikon. They come in really cool primary color type profiles. You can have red, you can have orange, you can have yellow. They're very bold colors. You can have white. White was very popular. I think he likes Dubliner. Guys, we've lived with each other for 10 years. I hope by this point we would know what the other person likes to eat at the very least. All right, what the hey? Let's try it with the strawberry jam. This is strawberry extra jam. What makes it extra? Not sure. It has Arabic on it though for some reason. Made in England. Maybe I took this back. Maybe I took this back on my trip. Can't remember now. Honestly, everything has been a blur. I remember details only when I film it, which is why I kept filming footage. I discovered this trait about myself in college, which is I remember details way better when I photograph them. So this candle flame is really, really tall. Whoops. There you go. That's a pretty flame. Oh God, come on. I have to say, you were right. This cheese is delicious with strawberry jam. I hate it when you're right, but you were. It makes it taste like a really fancy ass Michelin starred cheesecake dish. Not just a cheesecake, it's a cheesecake dish, okay? We got some freshly made, non-organic because it's uber local and they're so small that they can't afford to get certified by the USDA. Strawberry jam served on goat cheese made from a 2-year-old goat named Belinda Marie. They braid a little braid with her little head fur, you know, that kind of a goat. Wow. The salty and mushroomy flavor of the cheese makes the jam taste 3D, if that makes sense. You can almost taste the aura of the strawberry in the jam. Like you can visualize an orb that is dark rose pink. And in the center of an orb is a ripe, juicy, bursting little strawberry that is shiny. Do you know what I'm talking about, or am I too high on LSD? Maybe too much MSG. I mean, I'm very surprised I haven't gotten any sponsorships yet for describing food. I feel like I would be really good at it, you know? What food do you want me to describe for you? Should I get a P.O. box just so that you guys can send me food? And that P.O. box will be exclusively for a YouTube series in which I taste the food that you send me and describe them. Aw, look at the inside of this lid. It says life is sweet. Almonds. I think we have to put this cheese into a quart container because that smell is so potent. That's true. I could get poisoned. You guys think that I have that much fandom that I would get a food poison mail? That's interesting. I didn't think I was at that level of success yet. That's some like Jodie Foster level of success. I don't have an Oscar yet. I have a Spotlight Award. Not quite the same. How would the cheese taste on a date? Depends on how good your date is. Wow. Cheese lollipop. Really good. That is true. That is true. I rate this cheese an 8.4 out of 10. It is honestly a very well made cheese. The flavor of it, not at all particularly peculiar or striking, but you can just tell that the cheese is well crafted. You can send me bagels, but I don't think they would be good. There's those all dressed chips that we were talking about yesterday. What food have you had that's a 10 out of 10? The first thing that came to mind when you asked me that question was in Tokyo. Aaron booked a tasting menu, sushi dinner, omakase, and there was one course in there that was just a little cube of tofu. That tofu was the best fucking piece of tofu I've ever tasted in this lifetime. It tasted like ricotta with a bit of that earthy sweetness of soy, but the texture was so creamy. It was like precision laser cut cube of pudding. It just melted when you pressed it against your palate with your tongue, and the flavor was so smooth, unlike any other tofu. There's no like grittiness, there's no like dirt like earthiness. No, it's just like pure. It was pure like a baby's bottom, like an angel. I kept saying to Aaron after we left, I want another piece. And he was like, I know. I don't remember the name of the restaurant, but I'm sure if you DM Aaron, he'll tell you. It might actually be on his Instagram. You might just have to scroll. Thankfully, he doesn't make as many posts as I do. We took that trip 2.5 years ago, maybe? And Wang, are you in Tokyo? Favorite local place to eat at is Fayul. I've said that so many times. Gosh, guys. Phayul. Jackson Heights. It's Tibetan. Neither Vietnamese or Thai. Tomorrow we shall cook eggs in our water kettle. Are you so excited? Are you so excited for water kettle eggs? I have those 2 eggs. We're not making a cake anymore. I need to boil it in something. Might as well try the water kettle. Unless I'm not here tomorrow. Never mind, I'm not here tomorrow. Maybe on Monday. If I had to live here forever, with only a bowl and a water kettle, I'm pretty sure I'll start making everything in the water kettle. We can probably make rice in the water kettle. We can probably make lentils in the water kettle. It boils water, doesn't it? So it can probably handle anything that I normally make on the stove. And it doesn't really matter how well I cook it because everything that I cook to a mush. So, perfect. I don't want to boil a Ziploc bag. That sounds poisonous. All right, time for dessert. Do you guys like me cooking with 2 utensils or shredding? It's a chewable vitamin, y'all. It's 10 calories per tablet. So it has sugar in it. Is there anyone that preferred the shredding though? There's gotta be one of you, right? Hair, Skin, and Nails by Hope Health. I got sent these the first week I was here. They were like, do you want some vitamins to put in a feature article? And I'm like, I don't write articles. And they were like, that's okay, we'll still send you some vitamins. They sent me these and melatonin, which I am not taking. They smell a little bit like Korean face masks. You know that slightly sweet, soapy smell? It's like part aloe vera, part innocent chemicals. That's what this smells like. So the candy itself is made out of glucose syrup, sugar, glucose, pectin, citric acid, sodium citrate, passion fruit flavor, vegetable oil, and purple carrot juice concentrate. Allergen warning: contains fish, tilapia, and tree nuts, coconut. Tilapia, interesting. In here, in terms of vitamins, they have A, C, D, E, B6, folate, B12, biotin, pantothenic acid, iodine, zinc, sodium, PABA, collagen, and silicon. You are supposed to take 2 per day. I don't think I've been taking only 2 per day. I don't know, maybe I'm not supposed to take PABA, but it's in a candy form, so I'm gonna take it. I was gonna organize this mess, but it's so small and it feels doable. You describe the taste by saying it tastes like the wind in the trees after the first snow of the year. Wow. I sound like I'm a lot, am I not? I feel like these lives have gotten so indulgent, it makes me kind of embarrassed of myself, honestly. Ow. I just rammed my butt straight into the container's edge. Okay. Y'all can't see shit. Now you can. pretty sure I don't need this glue anymore without the lid, but I'll just keep it for now, just in case. You never know. Somewhat more organized. At least it's on a little platform rather than the floor, right? That's all there is to cleaning, is moving shit around. Somebody was asking about the cheese earlier. This is it. Okay? Now we have to clean this table up. items can go over there. Perfect. All the things. All the things. I tore this off of a greeting card. It says birthday. I'm gonna put it on top of our matchbox. A little bit of decoration for our matchbox. Here's our What Would Jesus Do bracelet. We're gonna repurpose it to What Would June Do. How do you tighten these by yourself? I never understood. Ooh, let's go make some tea. Just put some water on boil. I present to you milky oolong with essence of spinach. I haven't tried the date tea and I ate all my dates. I'm sorry. All right, Ashley, you keep asking though. I still have some of those Prophet Muhammad dates in Woodside, so maybe I can eat some of that. What's in here? I don't know what you are. I'm gonna put you right back here. I'm trying to clean up a little bit so the handyman doesn't think I'm a complete slob, which I am. I have been a complete snob. Or not snob, slob. Oh, okay, somebody needs sleep. doesn't matter because he's gonna come in tomorrow and just make a mess out of everything because we're literally gonna be knocking down the wall and redoing it all, but I still wanna be presenting him with a somewhat okay place. You know? Aw. Mom got name brand plastic wrap. That's surprising. Yeah, I'm gonna move everything that is food related out of this room tomorrow when he comes. Everything's gonna get coated in debris. That's just gonna be for sure. This 10-year-old Fantastic has served me well, I will say. What time is it? Oh wow, it's 12. None of you told me it's 12. Should I floss and brush my teeth with you or just let you go? Eventually, we're gonna have to say goodbye. Or we could just pull a Truman Show and you could watch me sleep. I use floss picks. Everyone's gonna hate on me because they're plastic. I don't think my mom was going to a church later in her life, as far as I know. Mom had these flossers that absolutely do not work for me because my teeth have such wide gaps in the root end and then like really tighten it on top. They always break. How? For anyone who have tight teeth, this is my favorite. Can you imagine how many cavities I would get if I didn't floss? Do we think we can get Plackers to sponsor me too? These flossers are a 10. These are like a 5 for me. Oh, I will say though, the best part about these floss picks is actually this part. Can she cut vegetables with flossers? How much toothpaste did we all use? Twice as much? That's too much. Water on the brush is always better. I assure you this tea is not cold enough to drink yet. Okay, confession time. Does anybody like brushing their teeth and washing their face in the kitchen sink more than the bathroom sink? I found this nail polish in Mom's bathroom stuff. I can't remember if I got it for her or if she got it for herself. But Mom always liked clear nail polish only, if any nail polish. My bathroom sink is way lower than my kitchen sink. Mom always insisted that there were too many chemicals in nail polish and that it would give you cancer. So she never did it, really. I've seen her maybe put on nail polish, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. And it would always be clear. It would never be color. She was a classy lady. Just clear. What is the best way to dry nail polish? Yeah, those ladies who work in nail salons have a much higher rate of cancer because of all the chemicals that they have to deal with day in and day out. It's not an easy job. I gave my blow dryer away. The hair dryer is not in my possession anymore. Wouldn't steam not help it dry? Wouldn't steam prevent it from drying? I don't know science. You tell me. This is the cheapest drugstore brand ever. It's like usually $1. Although with this crazy ass inflation where iceberg lettuce is $3.49, I don't know how much this brand is anymore. But it used to be $1. It was like Wet n Wild and then NYC, which is what this is. We got any mods? I see a spammer. If not, I will mod. I can mod. Iceberg lettuce always used to be $1. Every week it would go on sale for $1, and if it wasn't on sale, it was like $1.49 max. But today I went to Key Food, and the iceberg lettuce was one head for $3.49, and I was like, everybody has lost their minds. Who would pay that money for iceberg lettuce? I'm deleting the messages. I hid the messages from that one person who kept wanting shout outs. Wow, pretty nails. I see, Mom, I see. They do make me feel a little more on top of the game. It's like the gentlest, faintest lip gloss, but for your nails. Makes me feel fresh. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna call it a night. Yes? I got a lot done today. Pretty proud of myself. Eliza, do you ever just rest? I feel slightly worried about you. Just slightly. Not too much, but a little bit. Oh, here's a passport photo of Mom. Did anyone used to have to take these passport photos where you had to show your full year? It's like they used your ears to, as fingerprints, but like face fingerprints. Okay, bye. Don't make fun of the way I say ear.